Yuki Tsunoda's experience during the Japanese Grand Prix with Red Bull was a mix of emotion, highs, and the challenges of adapting to a new car. Racing at his home circuit in Suzuka added a significant emotional layer to the event. During last season in Suzuka, he expressed his strong feelings towards Liam being promoted to Red Bull, and this season, as a turn of events, he has been promoted back to Red Bull, demoting Liam Lawson. He expressed gratitude to his former team, Racing Bulls, where he had spent 4 years with them. He was clearly moved by the support of the Japanese fans, where in his home circuits they were very supportive towards him. In today's FP1 and FP2 practice, he showed a strong pace as he finished 6th in FP1. The second practice session was more challenging, with him finishing 18th due to the disruption where Alpine had a major crash in the incident. Tsunoda acknowledged that he needed to adapt to RB21. He noted that the car's feeling differed from what he has experienced in simulator. He also made comments about the car having balance issues. In the FP1 session, Tsunoda lapped just 1/10 of his teammate Max Verstappen for a more positive and accurate indication of how promising his day was. The comparison to his predecessor, Lawson, was stark. 2 weeks ago in China, Tsunoda looks relatively confident as he promised he would be with his pre-event comments about his experience driving last year's car in Abu Dhabi and this year's car in the simulator. And given he talked after FP2 about wanting to build up more confidence, that indicates there's plenty to come. He states, FP1 was better than expected. A good start for myself, said Tsunoda. And FP2, I didn't set a lap time. I think lots of work to do, something that we have to look throughout the data. In FP2, overall, it's okay. I just have to build up the confidence more. In FP1, his best lap came on his first flying lap on the second set of soft used, but he was set to improve on his second attempt, but misjudged his braking for a chicane and went wide. That ruined the lap, but on the run for 130R, he was neck and neck with Verstappen, and it's important to note that Horner confirmed they both were on identical engine modes, meaning Tsunoda didn't have any power advantage. Crucially, Tsunoda made a positive impression with his clear communication with the team. He worked through various car tweaks in terms of differential settings and brake balance, taking a conservative approach in the fast corners, particularly early on, but quickly pushing it in the slow corners. At the early of the race, he struggled for traction off the slow turns. As the session progressed, it became clear that instability in the middle of the entry phase was a problem. The main differences with Verstappen in FP1 were in his performance. In the high-speed first sector, although on the last lap, on his second set of soft, he was close to his teammate as he continued to build the speed. The other was that Tsunoda struggled more with the rear tires on his mini long run late in the session, which meant a bigger pace deficit to Verstappen. In the FP1, crucially, Tsunoda was only a tenth of a second behind the four-time world champion and marked the improvement on the pace managed by the New Zealander, Lawson. In the first two races of the season in Australia and China, Lawson, back at the Racing Bulls team, was only able to manage the 13th fastest time and was outpaced by his French teammate Isaac Hadjar, who was 8th fastest behind Aston Martin Fernando Alonso. So, what do you think on Yuki Tsunoda's performance in FP1 and FP2? Will he outrun Lawson and be on par with Max Verstappen? Kindly drop a comment on that. Like and subscribe. This is Target P1 signing off.